It's the Kayton Travel Show on the Travel Channel with your host, Wendy Sung. How are you doing today, Wendy?
I'm very well. How about you, James? Long time. It's been a while since we chatted.
Yeah, well, you've had just one unbelievably fabulous guest after another. So how is that all going? We had some Caribbean, we had some Ireland, we had some Ukraine. I know the Caribbean said that they were opening up. Have you had any action in there? What's going on?
People are actually definitely inquiring. People are kind of more open now to traveling for sure. There's inquiries. I guess after sharing with them what the potential risks or the time having to spend to come home and have to quarantine again 14 days. I think most people are kind of just kind of weighing it out for the next few months. They're pretty much more comfortable of staying near home. So I can definitely understand that, but I haven't had any of my personal clients actually have gone out internationally. Other than that, they just had to bring their parents home with visitors in Canada. They just had to bring them home. Other than that, Canadians are just traveling home. But things are opening
interesting.
up.
What I found interesting, because we've been doing shows for what, 3-4 months, and plus the interview. So since the beginning of COVID, and to see how you have moved and have practiced as a professional licensed travel agent. So it's been very interesting. You had the rescue time, right when COVID hit. You were rescuing your clients, and then you went into a time of the possibility of restart, and you made some great contacts and really showed the world-class quality travel agents. You brought in guys from Caribbean, A&M. What was they? Do you remember the group from the Caribbean?
Yeah, I mean, we had the local suppliers that are basically the main chain, AM Resorts. And then we have the local authority from Jamaica. So yeah, like we have a good network of contacts with the industry-wise, and people just want to help each other out. So there's never a competition of saying, oh, I only talk to this people. So at the end of the day, it's just like the industry. We know we're trying to kind of regain it back. We're just helping each other out. So things are slow, but I think
it's okay. I'm just share with you. So it was very interesting. It really showed. I think it really set you apart on what you offer as a travel agent. That was really interesting. The look into Ireland, the look into the Ukraine, and then when it became apparent that Canadians were going to staycation, you turned that power of travel agent ability, and you brought us Go East of Edmonton, and it's really interesting to see. And it's reassuring, that you're a licensed and trained travel professional, and that the time that we're in, you brought your skills home and you shared that. So it's been very interesting to watch and to interact with you. So thank you.
You're too kind with your words, James. For me, at the end of the day, is like I said, I've always mentioned this. It's never my trip. It's always what the client's trip is, basically what they want to do. I just basically help advise, consult, or make recommendations, because they're the one that have to go. So therefore, it's always what the client audience are looking for and what my guests are looking for. I just help them get there stress free and know what to expect when they come home. They're happy. That's the best thing that I can do for my clients. So yeah, I've been lucky with all the guest speakers that were able to come on, kind of bring on their specialty, kind of giving their insights. And lastly, I was really thankful for our local person, Kevin Go East, to kind of share with us how it's been with local travel. It is very, very true. I personally have experienced it.
So then here we are. I know you're a work from home business person. So you have children. So how are you doing with the transition back to school?
Oh, it's been good. I'm actually looking forward for the kids going back to school. They're excited, and just not excited about waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning. They were saying. Other than that, I totally think it's so good for them. And I've also read that the government or the Alberta stats is that 70% of the kids are going back to school, which is a great thing. I just think that everybody needs interaction. Like they need to meet new teachers and who's back and all that. So yeah, no, things have been good. few days from now, and I'm totally excited about it for them. So. And
so then, TV you, radio you, the big news. We've expanded into 14 new markets across Alberta, and we've been chit chatting. What do you think of that? What do you think of that for an opportunity for entrepreneurs?
Oh yeah, I think this what you're doing right now, James, is such a valuable, I guess, tool for people like me. I never really thought about going to doing video talks like this until we met, and I think I shared this with a few of my fellow travel agents, and they say it's totally great idea. Just kind of get themselves out there and be comfortable sharing their thoughts. I think it's a good thing for sure.
I don't think we talked much about the organization that you're associated with. Your travel access to travel. I guess the supply chain of travel. The online supply chain comes through who are you connected with?
Very good. So I'm affiliated with TPI. It's Travel Professional International. They're basically a brokerage. Just think about people, independent brokers, associated with Remax. Remax is a big name. So is TPI. We've been around for a long time, and their head office is in Winnipeg. So with a 25-year relationship that we've had, we've built volumes. We've built a relationship with all the local suppliers, the big names like the cruise lines, Royal Caribbean, celebrities. I mean, we have the airlines, Air Canada, WestJet, just any travel vendors you can think of. We basically deal with them. So all the big names that they've been around. So our backup is having TPI, having a relationship to work with them, and that's why all the guests that you see from the past shows are because of the relationship we have with all the suppliers, and the business managers are just so ever too eager to help us individual travel agents just like myself to kind of build our brand and relationship. So if it's good for them, it's good for our head office, it's good for us. So it's kind of like a big cycle of helping each other. That's how kind of logistic works. So the only thing is some of suppliers do not work with clients at all. They basically just work with travel agents. And so some of the things that we can get for our clients, the normal channel with clients, they kind of get through with the relationship that we have. So that's, I would say people nowadays, I think they're more so leaning towards using travel agents than they have before. So, and I'm seeing that personally myself.
So you're a highly intelligent, very successful business person. You seem to you got things on the go. What are you doing now? What's the plan? Personal development. We're looking at. We're going into September, so we're probably looking. Start now, maybe February-ish, where people start getting comfortable, get through Christmas. Maybe, I don't know. What are you going to do professional development-wise? What's on the plan for Wendy Sung?
Very good question. Regardless whether it's COVID or not, we've always had continual what do you call it? Educational upgrades all the time. I belong to ACTA, basically the Canadian tourism. So we're always, attending all these certifications, and we have all the suppliers always sharing with us all their local webinars. So always on top of that. And other than that, myself just learning the industry trends, just to upkeep as to what to expect in the next few months to come. It's just basically I'm always watching the travel news because first of all, it's interesting to me. And I want to travel, so I want to be upkept with all the information. Also, whenever questions come along like yourself, I can basically, share with them as much as I know right away. If I don't, again, my network will share with us what's new to come. So, for example, someone like yourself, Wendy, what's happening with cruising? Well, depends on what kind of cruising you want to do and when and where you want to go. So I'll have my contacts kind of share with all the specific details what to expect when they get there. So broad questions can be answered, but specific ones, I'll definitely reach out to my connection. So yeah, just always, even regardless of the COVID or not, I've always kept up with the information. The best thing is peer relationship too. So for example, TPI is not just located in Winnipeg. We are basically all across nationwide. So I could be speaking with my agents from Newfoundland, and then there's also a Victoria person that we can just basically just brain share what's happening. So there's always information flowing around. Never a dull moment, let's just say.
That's good. That's good. Well, I look forward to meeting TPI travel professionals from the 14 new markets we have in Alberta, and I've always been just nothing but appreciative of your professionalism and our window to travel on the Kayton Travel Show, only on the Travel Channel on TVU with your host, Wendy Sung. Bye now.
Bye.